Crazy Chef Productions, Crazy Chef. I did a short video on egg hygiene and I had so much response, I think I'm going to do a full length one. Right, stop, watch this before boiling your eggs, as the Crazy Chef would say. If you get your eggs from the supermarket, for example, they're already usually washed and treated and packaged, and they may or may not contain some feathers just to make it look good. If you buy fresh farm eggs or eggs from your neighbour or eggs from you, a local market, they may still have bacteria and other mess on their shells. So we need to treat them. Now, a chicken lays an egg out the same orifice as all the other waste matter comes out. So it can be contaminated with droppings, bacteria, feathers, whatever. So I never thought of this before. I must admit, so I was boosted by something else on YouTube. Now look, what I do, I've got some fresh farm eggs here. I'm going to put them in a bowl. In fact, I'll go down to the basin. Just hold on a sec. I'm going to put in a bowl, fresh farm eggs, not treated. I'm now going to put in some warm water. Excuse me while I throw everything around. Put some warm water in there. I'm now going to add say a tablespoonful of baking soda. Now, this is baking soda, not baking powder. Baking powder is actually a different product. Baking powder is baking soda plus some rising agents. And I'm going to do a tablespoonful of a salt for sterilisation. Baking soda for cleaning, salt for sterilisation. I'm going to leave this in the bowl for about 5 minutes. So it's warm water. All my eggs are there. And by the way, always keep your eggs at room temperature before you use them. Do not put them in the fridge. Right, now this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to just take them out. Clean them with a kitchen towel. Or dab them or clean them if they're a bit messy. And lay them on some kitchen paper to dry. They look ever so nice and clean. All the muck's off. And hopefully there's no bacteria or any chicken droppings or anything else on them. I never actually thought of this in all my years of cooking, but I usually use shop eggs. So I suppose it's never came to mind. Anyway, so this is designed for farm eggs or eggs that haven't been cleaned. And it's just to get any bacteria off, because if you hard boil an egg and you're cracking the shell, you may get some bacteria into your egg. Now, okay, that's that. I'll get rid of this. Finally, storage. Lots of people store their eggs differently. I actually will store them in a cool larder or a cool garage. I very rarely put them in the fridge, but if you put them in the fridge, two things. Do not put them in these egg racks what fridges have in their doors, because the door opens and shut, and the temperature varies. If you're going to keep them in the fridge, keep them in a box and keep them in the centre part of the fridge, which has a more constant temperature. But also, when you want to boil your eggs or whatever, do take them out an hour or so before, because if you boil them and they're cold, they're expanding, and this is why boiled eggs crack. So the hygiene is important. Use baking soda and salt for 5 minutes to clean the eggs. Store them in a cool place. You should really use them in, say, 2 to 3 weeks. If you find an egg is getting old, you'll see the yolk will sag. It won't be quite so pert. The yolk will sag. Then you can tell the age of the eggs. Anyway, I hope this has been useful. If you like these videos, I'll be grateful if you subscribe to the channel, press the notification bell, so you'll be informed of what's going up next. Anyway, keep a lookout. The Crazy Chef channel, over and out.